Hello everyone, welcome to Success Wisdom. In this video, we're going to talk about 9 mindsets that divides the rich from the poor. If you are new to this channel, do like and subscribe to the channel. We are all aware of the enormous disparity between the rich and the poor. What we don't recognize is that their disparities aren't limited to their bank accounts. Rather, their attitudes are what separates them the most. Their ability to succeed is influenced by how they connect with others, manage their finances, and see the world. If any of us wants to be successful in life, we must first cultivate a positive mental attitude. A little shift in our thinking might propel us to previously inconceivable heights of accomplishment. The following is a list of 9 characteristics of wealthy people's mindset that you should attempt to emulate if you want to be financially successful. Let's get started with the first one. Money management. A budget is widely used by those with a rich mindset. They only put their money and energy into projects that will pay off long after they have made the first commitment. They place a premium on diversifying their income streams, investing in themselves, and succeeding. When it comes to money management, the poor have very little knowledge. They postpone their loan repayment and wind up incurring a penalty. Money management is a skill that must be mastered before you can master money. Before you acquire a significant amount of money, learn how to manage a small amount of money. Because once you master financial management, all elements of your life will flourish naturally. Relationships. On the basis of trust, mutual understanding, similar values, and preferences, people with rich mentalities are more likely to form meaningful interactions with one another. They provide support to one another without expecting anything in return. People with a negative mindset develop relationships only for the sake of personal advancement. If they do something valuable, they should be equally compensated for their efforts. Sway is another option. Because you are the average of the 5 people with whom you spend the most time, it is critical that you surround yourself with bright, optimistic, and humble people. Spending time with people that have rich mindsets will have a major influence on your personality as well as your style of thinking. Competition. People with a good mental attitude admire and are inspired by others' people's successes. Rich people do not believe in tearing one another down, but rather encourage healthy competition. People with a negative outlook are resentful of others' accomplishments. They think that if someone has achieved something before, their chances of success are reduced. There will always be those who have accomplished far more than you have. Make your opponents your gurus and live your life with humility and gratitude. Being affluent starts from the inside. You must nurture the habits that will lead you to success if you are serious about obtaining it. If you want a greater understanding of how affluent people think, read The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Risk versus reward. People with a rich mentality understand that the route to profitability is not always apparent. But they also understand that if they do not take risks, they will never know whether or not they will be successful. People do this, and as a result, they lose out on incredible opportunities. Recognize that there is no way to make money without assuming some level of risk. If you want to become better, you have to get accustomed to the discomfort that comes along with having to make choices. Abundance. Individuals with a wealthy mindset believe in creating settings in which everyone benefits. They like working with others since it helps them create more value. People with a poor mindset, on the other hand, believe in resource scarcity and see others' achievements as their own failure. Rather than indulging in the only meme attitude, focus on providing as much value as possible to as many people as possible. Never think of success as a zero-sum game. Instead, look for ways for everyone to win. If there is a limited quantity, make a bigger pie for everyone. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Vision. People with a wealthy mentality are looking forward to the future. They first put forth a lot of effort to amass a large quantity of resources. And then they utilize those resources to move things forward more swiftly. People with a negative outlook are solely concerned with the current moment. They lack foresight and are just interested in making money to meet their present needs. You should push yourself to come up with a vision if the only thing that comes to mind is the here and now. People who live paycheck to paycheck may never see their dreams come true, while those with a vision concentrate on developing the skills and talents necessary to achieve their objective and create a future that everyone wants. Those who live paycheck to paycheck will never be able to realize their aspirations. Opportunities versus obstacles. People who have a comprehensive worldview see that the world is imperfect and that they will not always be successful. But they have confidence in their activities and can see potential for development, which keeps them sufficiently motivated to pursue their objectives. Because of their anxiety, those who have a poor mentality are unable to see any opportunities for personal development. Complaining about their environment is the only thing that they do with their time. If you can only perceive the challenges, you will never be able to seize the opportunities that are presented to you. You have to be able to see beyond the challenges that you are facing. Investigate possible solutions and tell yourself, it will work because I will make it work. Fear of failure. People that have a positive outlook do not worry about making mistakes in their work. They are able to see problems and come up with answers very rapidly. Those who have a pessimistic outlook on life have a greater propensity to give up when confronted with a challenge. They were certain that they would never succeed. So in order to save themselves the humiliation, they decided to give up right away. Failure is something that has happened to all of us at some point in our lives. But the important thing is that we have grown as a result of our mistakes. You can fail as long as there are new experiences waiting to be had. So you should never let the fear of failing stop you from trying new things. You can fail as long as there are new experiences waiting to be had. Learn to grow. Intellectually, curious people are continually on the search for fresh information. They understand that knowing everything is unattainable and that they may always learn new things from other people. They educate themselves through reading literature, analyzing others' accomplishments, and pursuing knowledge via whatever methods are available to them. People with a bad attitude have a hard time accepting that they lack sufficient information, and as a result, they will never be able to grow in any way. Always be on the lookout for up-to-date high-quality information. Make a habit of reading high-quality books, attending online courses, and questioning people with insightful questions. Learn about the issues that individuals who have been in your shoes and succeeded have faced and how they handled them by learning from their errors. Thank you for watching and I hope you have learned something from this video. If you like this video, do give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Thank you and goodbye!